Archangel Michael says, I order you to open this right now. Don't skip this. This will be very important day of your life because, this person will change. The air around you has started shifting though most people cannot sense it. But you chosen one are not like the rest. Something hidden in silence is about to come into the light. A person in your life who once left you unsure is now stepping into a change you never thought possible. They've been holding back truths they buried, but divine forces have stepped in for your peace. This is no coincidence. The moment you open this message, heaven set something in motion for you. Type Amen to get blessing 111. Someone who was once cold, distant or dishonest is being spiritually awakened. They can no longer run from this change. A decision has been made in the divine realm. This person must face what they avoided, including how they treated you. You cried through nights hurt by betrayal, silence or confusion. But every tear was counted, every pain seen by heaven. Now comes the hour of shifting power. Type Amen to get blessing 222. This person is being pulled by forces beyond their own understanding. Their ego masks and fake promises will be stripped away. The one returning to you will not be the same as the one who hurt you. Their words will sound different. Their actions will reveal what they once hid. You're not imagining things, something big is moving behind the scenes. This is the kind of shift that changes everything without warning. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Archangel Michael says, the clouds are parting over your life. Someone who once lived in denial is now staring into a mirror they can't turn from. That mirror has your name written in light. They see what they lost when they tried to escape this connection. Their awakening is not soft, it's sharp, divine and final. No more pretending. They remember your kindness. Your silence echoes in their spirit. Every decision they made now presses heavy on their chest like thunder. Type Amen to get blessing 444. This person tried to drown your memory with distractions, but nothing worked. Because what you shared was not of this world, it was spiritual. They feel it now in their very bones. You're about to witness a change so deep that it humbles even the strongest heart. You will also feel something within yourself shift because this message reached you in perfect timing. Heaven has seen your silent suffering and that season is ending. Type Amen to get blessing 555. The one who broke your trust is being pulled back to light, and that light is you. Their soul is restless. Dreams flood with your name, face and voice. They wake startled, unable to shake the feeling. What they don't realize is that heaven is placing reminders of you everywhere through signs, strangers, even symbols. Every time they thought the past was buried, your essence rose stronger. Now they can't run. Type Amen to get blessing 666. This is divine order. They are being spiritually summoned. Your name echoes through realms. Your heart calls them like a magnet. Don't be surprised when a call, a message or a knock reaches you soon. It will happen because Archangel Michael has already started the shift. Their pride is falling, their hands trembling. They hardly know themselves anymore. But in that brokenness they remember who saw their soul clearly, you. Type Amen to get blessing 777. Some of you may wonder if you should open the door again. Remember, this isn't the same person. The divine has reordered their spirit. The pain they caused is being mirrored back to them many times over. They are walking through fire to reach you. Heaven is teaching them your value through visions and memories that never fade. Life feels empty without you. Nothing can replace your presence. Type Amen to get blessing 888. You were the light, the peace, the answer they ignored. Now they know. They come back with a different voice, a new intention, and a real truth. The question isn't if they'll come, it's whether you'll be ready. The skies are opening, paths clearing, and your soul is preparing for reunion with what was once lost. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Archangel Michael says, a conversation once feared will now be the one they need most. They will speak what they never could before. They're preparing to be vulnerable in ways they never dared. This didn't come easy, it came through storms, sleepless nights, and the breaking of ego. But it's real. And it carries your name. Type Amen to get blessing. When they say I've changed, you will feel it even before words leave their mouth. Their aura will be different. True change isn't spoken, it's felt. This message had to find you now because today marks their awakening and your redemption. The silence is breaking, the wind has shifted, and the reunion ahead will be blessed. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $10. Keep reading. You're not even halfway through what heaven wants to reveal. They thought time would erase what you had, but time only made it stronger. Their spirit is restless because your soul lingers in every silence. The more they run, the deeper you take root in their world. You were never replaceable, never forgettable. And now the truth is too loud to ignore. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. Heaven has set a countdown in motion. The clock is ticking toward transformation. When it strikes, they will be drawn to you by a power stronger than reason. Your absence is their torment. Every ignored message, every missed chance burns within them. The realization shatters their pride. They will seek your eyes not out of pity but out of reverence. You were the guiding light when they were lost. And now they are ready to finally see you clearly. When you meet again, they will tremble not from fear but from the weight of words left unsaid. Type Amen to get blessing 1313. They will try to explain, but their eyes will tell you more than their words. Behind them will be sorrow, humility, and the truth they cannot hide anymore. The future they once resisted is now the only path they long for. And you, chosen one, will stand at the center of this divine reunion. They have cried in silence for what they lost. You may never know how many nights they whispered your name into the darkness, searching for answers that never came. Their soul was restless, their heart heavy, because they could not undo what was already done. Yet in those sleepless hours heaven was working on them, molding them, teaching them what love truly meant. Their tears watered the seeds of transformation, and from that sorrow came awakening. They are no longer the person who walked away. That version of them has been stripped away by divine fire, and what remains is someone humbled, someone awakened, someone ready to face you with truth. Type Amen to get blessing 2626. Every memory of you became a lesson they could not escape. Every place reminded them of the love they abandoned. They thought time would erase you, but instead time revealed you. You were not a temporary season in their life, you were the eternal thread woven into their destiny. The silence they chose became the loudest teacher. The avoidance became their torment. Now each step they take is directed by the divine, guiding them back to where their heart has always belonged. Their return is not random. It is the fulfillment of a promise written before either of you knew its weight. They once believed they could run, but now they understand that destiny cannot be outrun. Their soul aches for restoration, for the chance to rewrite the ending. And though they may approach you trembling, the divine has already given them courage to speak what they once buried. They are ready to confess, to surrender, to admit the truth: you were always the one. Type Amen to get blessing 2727. You will notice their energy before they even speak. A softness in their voice, a reverence in their eyes, a shift in their presence that cannot be faked. They will not come with pride this time, but with humility. They are not here to impress you with words, they are here to prove themselves through actions. And you will see it in the way they pause before speaking, the way they hold your gaze as if afraid to lose it again. Heaven has prepared you for this moment. You will feel a calmness that was missing before. No more chaos. No more confusion. This is restoration aligned with divine timing. Their friends may not understand. Their family may question it. But you will not need validation from others, because your soul will recognize the truth. You will know this is not illusion, not a fleeting desire, but the return of something heaven ordained. And though the world may whisper doubt, your spirit will hear confirmation. Type Amen to get blessing 2828. They will open their heart in ways they never dared. Secrets they carried, shame they hid, pain they denied, all of it will come to light. And you will see that their honesty is not weakness but strength. They will admit their mistakes without excuse, and in doing so they will reveal the depth of their growth. You will no longer see someone hiding from themselves. You will see someone reborn, someone who has faced their shadows and chosen the light. This reunion is not about returning to what was. It is about creating what should have been all along. It is about stepping into the divine design that was delayed but never denied. The love between you is not ordinary. It carries the weight of purpose. It carries the blessing of heaven. And because of that, it cannot be destroyed by distance, silence, or fear. Type Amen to get blessing 2929. They are pacing again, holding their phone, whispering your name under their breath. Every hesitation burns them because they know the distance is no longer bearable. This is the person who once chose silence, but now silence has become their punishment. Each second without you feels like a lifetime of regret. You became both their lesson and their light, and no matter how far they strayed, they could not erase the truth. The divine etched your image into their spirit, and now even in a crowded room they feel alone because you are not there. You will not need to wonder if this is real. Their actions will testify before their words. Their consistency will reveal what their promises once hid. When they appear, your spirit will already know this is not a repeat of the past. Heaven never rewinds without purpose. This time the script has changed, and the ending will not break you. Type Amen to get blessing 3030. Archangel Michael says, the angels have been whispering your name in their dreams. What you gave them was never ordinary. It was sacred. You planted a seed of light within them that no storm could uproot. That seed has now grown into a forest of realization. They tried to outrun the lessons, but every step carried them closer to your memory. Now they see what they were blind to before: your love was rare, your presence divine. They are preparing to return not as the same person but as someone who has passed through the fire and come out refined. They have battled their own shadows. They have faced the lies they told themselves. They have confronted the pain they once caused. And now they come stripped of illusion, carrying only truth. One message, one call, one confession will open the door again. The shift in their energy is undeniable. They are not who they were when they left. They are who the divine has recreated them to be for this moment. Type Amen to get blessing 3131. They will apologize for the things they never said, but more importantly they will act on what they failed to do. Their presence will be consistent. Their love will be intentional. And though fear may linger at the edges of your heart, heaven reminds you that this time you are protected. You will not be broken again. This return is not to wound you but to heal what was left undone. This person carries guilt, but it is no longer toxic. It has been transformed into fuel for growth. They want to do better, not just promise it. They want to become, not just pretend. Their journey has carved one truth into their spirit: they were always meant to return. And now that return has been authorized by the divine. Type Amen to get blessing 3232. Resistance may appear. Doubts may surface. But when love is real and healing is complete, no force can stop what heaven has already written. This reunion is not fragile, it is fortified by trials, by fire, by faith. You will feel it in your bones. You will know it in your soul. And as they step forward you will see that every delay, every tear, every lonely night was not wasted. It was preparation for this divine moment. This is not just their transformation, it is yours as well. For you are no longer the version who begged for clarity. You are the version who carries power without words, dignity without question, peace without compromise. Heaven has preserved you for such a time as this. And now destiny aligns. Type Amen to get blessing 3333. They thought they could live without you, but life proved otherwise. They thought distance would heal, but instead it revealed. And now they return, not to repeat history but to build a future. They come not with half-truths but with wholeness. They come not as they were but as they are meant to be. And when you see them again you will recognize the difference. This is not a random reunion. It is the completion of a divine cycle, the closing of one chapter and the beginning of another. The divine has orchestrated this return with precision. Archangel Michael has cleared the way. Heaven has aligned the timing. And now all that remains is your choice to embrace, to heal, to rise. They are not coming back the same. Life has carved new shapes into their spirit. Every tear, every restless night, every failure that humbled them has prepared them for this moment. They have battled their shadows, they have faced the emptiness their pride once created, and through it all they realized that your love was never ordinary. It was divine, set apart, sacred. The very thing they once ran from is now the only thing their soul seeks. Type Amen to get blessing 3838. The silence between you wasn't wasted. It became the soil where their transformation grew. They now see how your patience was never weakness but strength disguised as love. They replay the moments where you stood by them even when they couldn't stand by themselves. They remember how your words carried healing, how your presence brought safety, how your absence left a void no one else could fill. This realization is what's pushing them forward with urgency. They cannot let another day pass without making things right. Their fear no longer controls them. The chains of hesitation have fallen away. They now understand that love is not about possession, it's about devotion. It's about showing up consistently, not perfectly. They want to show up for you now in ways they never could before. And though they tremble at the thought of facing you, that trembling is proof of how much they've changed. They're not here to play games anymore, they're here to honor you. Type Amen to get blessing 3939. You will notice it in the small things first, a message that carries sincerity, a call where their voice shakes but their words hold weight. The energy they bring will feel different, it will no longer drain you, it will restore you. The truth they once buried has ripened and it's ready to be spoken out loud. They may tell you stories they never shared before, secrets, regrets, dreams. They are ready to hand you their truth because only you ever felt safe enough to hold it. Archangel Michael says, this moment was written before time. You were chosen to be their mirror, their anchor, their teacher. Every delay was divine preparation, every tear was part of the cleansing. And now heaven has aligned this reunion so that no force can block it. Even their own doubts cannot stop what has been ordained. This is not a coincidence, it is divine design. Type Amen to get blessing 4040. They will come bearing more than apologies, they will bring devotion, stability and clarity. They will finally give you the version of themselves you always deserved but never received. And when you look into their eyes, you'll see that this is no mask. Their consistency will prove it, their actions will confirm it. They are not rushing this return because they know you are worth every ounce of patience. Their soul has been recalibrated by loss, and that loss has taught them to value you in ways they once ignored. This is the blessing you've quietly prayed for. The love you thought was gone forever is being resurrected in purity. The divine is showing you that nothing truly meant for you will ever be lost. It may leave, it may wander, but it will always return in truth. And this return carries the weight of heaven's promise. Type Amen to get blessing 4141. You will feel a shift in the air before they appear. A strange calm will settle in your spirit, a reassurance that what is yours is finding its way home. Their footsteps are already moving toward you, guided by unseen hands. Even in their hesitation there is determination. They are rehearsing their words, rewriting their approach and surrendering their pride. This is not a pursuit born of fear but of faith. They know the universe has given them another chance and they dare not waste it. God says, you have been faithful through storms and now I will make your name echo in restoration. What was taken will be returned multiplied. What was broken will be rebuilt stronger. This love is not just for your heart, it is a testimony of what patience, faith and divine timing can create. Type Amen to get blessing 4242. You were never forgotten. Even when they tried to bury the memory of you, life forced them to remember. Every song, every place, every season reminded them of what they lost. They searched for distractions but no one carried your light. They tried to run but destiny kept pulling them back. And now they see that you were never just a part of their story, you were the story itself. They will approach you not as someone entitled to your forgiveness but as someone humbled by the chance to earn it. And you will notice how their words no longer carry arrogance but reverence. How their eyes no longer hide but reveal. How their energy no longer takes but gives. This is not the return of who they were, it is the arrival of who they've become. Type Amen to get blessing 4343. Archangel Michael says, do not fear this transformation. Heaven does not return what is not ready. You will feel in your spirit whether their change is real, and the signs will be undeniable. Their actions will echo their words. Their devotion will silence your doubts. And as they stand before you, you will realize that your patience was never in vain. This was the reward written into your journey. They once feared your rejection, but now they fear a life without your presence. They once avoided your name, now they whisper it like a prayer. And though they cannot undo the past, they can rebuild the future. One that is steady, transparent, and sacred. Type Amen to get blessing 4444. You will not have to chase this love anymore. It will stand before you ready, willing, transformed. The divine is rewarding your endurance with a love that honors, heals, and uplifts. Their return will not bring chaos but peace. Not confusion but clarity. Not sorrow but joy. This is your full circle moment, and heaven is already rejoicing for you. Every sign, every number, every whisper of the unseen has been pointing them back to you. What once felt like coincidence is now undeniable confirmation. Their spirit is restless until it finds you again. The universe has been echoing your name in places they least expect. In dreams, in sudden thoughts, in conversations with strangers. It's as if creation itself is conspiring to pull them closer. They can't run from it anymore, because this connection was written before either of you understood what destiny meant. Type Amen to get blessing 5151. They are standing at the edge of surrender, realizing that their past ways no longer work. The games, the walls, the distractions, they crumble in front of the power of divine truth. For the first time they are not asking if, they are asking how. How to return, how to heal, how to be worthy of the love that never left. Their heart is heavy with apologies unspoken, but lighter with the realization that they still have a chance to make things right. This chance is sacred. It's not just about romance, it's about alignment, about becoming the version of themselves that the heavens always intended. They have been purified through trials. They have been humbled through mistakes. And now they are prepared to honor what they once took for granted. Type Amen to get blessing 5252. When they appear before you, it may not be dramatic, but it will be undeniable. You will feel the air shift. You will see it in their eyes, an honesty that cannot be faked. Their body language will carry reverence, not resistance. Their words will be fewer but their actions louder. And you will know this is not the same person who once walked away. This is someone remade by fire, by prayer, by divine intervention. Your guides have been preparing you for this moment. They've whispered in your soul, telling you not to settle, not to chase, not to beg. And because you listened, because you trusted, you are now stepping into your role as the chosen, the sought, the one whose energy could not be replaced. Type Amen to get blessing 5353. They will tell you about the nights they couldn't sleep, about the moments they felt your presence when you were nowhere near. They will confess the tears they shed, the regrets that burned them, and the lessons they learned the hard way. And when you listen, your spirit will recognize the truth because it will not just be words, it will be transformation speaking through them. You are their teacher, their mirror, their divine compass. Without realizing it, you shaped their path even from a distance. You reminded them of who they could be, of who they were meant to be before fear and ego clouded their soul. And now they return, not to take from you but to give. Not to confuse you but to confirm you. Not to repeat the past but to begin the future. Type Amen to get blessing 5454. The heavens are aligning this reunion not out of pity but out of promise. You both carry keys to one another's growth, and the time has come to use them. You will no longer carry the burden of wondering why or when. The answers are here unfolding in front of you. This is restoration. This is sacred timing. This is the kind of love that cannot be destroyed, only delayed. And as they come forward, you will notice something different in yourself too. You won't shrink. You won't question your worth. You will stand taller, speak clearer, and feel calmer than ever before. Because this time you're not waiting for validation, you already have it within. They are simply matching the truth you've already claimed. Type Amen to get blessing 5555. They may stumble through their first words, their voice may even tremble, but their spirit will not waver. You'll see the fight they endured within themselves just to reach this moment. And you'll understand that it wasn't pride keeping them away, it was fear. Fear of not being enough, fear of repeating old wounds. But heaven has stripped that fear away. What's left now is a soul ready to serve love with purity. Your ancestors are rejoicing. Your angels are singing. The divine realm is opening every gate necessary to bring this connection to fulfillment. You are walking into a season where divine love and divine timing meet perfectly. Type Amen to get blessing 5656. If you choose to accept them again, it will not be out of desperation but out of wisdom. You will not be led by loneliness but by discernment. You will know deep in your bones that this is right. And if you choose to walk with them, the journey ahead will not mirror the past. It will be built on truth, on growth, on accountability. The universe has a way of rewriting what once felt lost. And now the pages of your story are being rewritten with golden ink. Every wound is being transformed into wisdom. Every tear is becoming a testimony. And every moment apart is being redeemed as proof that divine timing is always perfect. Type Amen to get blessing 5757. They are not just returning with words but with plans. With clarity. With actions that match their intentions. They have seen what life is without you, and they refuse to risk that void again. You are their home, their anchor, their light. And now they will do what it takes to protect and honor that truth. The heavens are saying, this is your sacred return. This is the chapter your soul always waited for. And now it's unfolding. Not rushed, not forced, but in divine alignment. Type Amen to get blessing 5858. Even in their silence you were loved. Even in their absence you were felt. And now in their presence you will be cherished in ways you've never experienced. The old cycles are gone. The new path is clear. You are stepping into destiny with someone who finally understands the weight and wonder of what this connection truly is. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $10. Final closing words: you did not wait in vain. You did not suffer for nothing. Every trial, every loss, every lonely night has been stored as divine credit. And now heaven is paying back in full. This person has been remade and their soul carries your name as its anthem. They are coming not to take but to give. Not to test but to commit. This is the divine return you were promised. And now the gates are open. Watch what happens next. They have watched from afar long enough. Your spirit is restless, their soul cannot sit still anymore. They are picking up the phone, rehearsing what they'll say, hiding the drafts, replaying the moment in their mind 100 times. They know their voice will crack, they know tears will fall. They know yours might too. But even the tears will feel sacred, like rain after a long drought. What they bring is not a confession but a declaration. Not to ask for what was but to step into what will be. They are no longer clinging to fear, they are clinging to faith, the faith that you are still the place where their heart can rest. Type Amen to get blessing 6060. Every prayer they whispered in silence has brought them here. Every sleepless night, every regret, every moment they thought it was too late, heaven was weaving it into divine timing. You were never forgotten. Your patience was not wasted. Your love was not in vain. The delays were not denials, they were preparation. They had to be broken, they had to be emptied, they had to be stripped of ego to finally see you for who you are, not just a person but a divine assignment. You were the sacred they mishandled and now they are ready to hold you with reverence. They can feel your energy calling them home. Not your door, not your phone, not your name on a screen but your essence. The frequency of your soul is guiding them like a lighthouse through stormy seas. They know this time is not like before. This time there is no pretending, no hiding, no half-love. This time it is alignment. Type Amen to get blessing 6161. They have reached a threshold they cannot cross without surrender. And surrender is what they are ready for. They are tired of proving, tired of fighting themselves, tired of wearing masks that never fit. With you they don't need a mask. With you they don't need to perform. With you their soul breathes. And so they are returning not because they lost their way but because they finally found the truth that you were their way all along. God says, do not fear the return. This is not a cycle repeating, this is prophecy unfolding. The past is buried and the future has been watered with your tears. Now comes the harvest. Now comes the healing. Type Amen to get blessing 6262. They tremble not with fear but with awe. Awe of how love has survived distance, silence and mistakes. Awe of how your spirit still feels like home. Awe of how heaven has orchestrated this exact moment where everything broken bends into beauty. They've rehearsed their words but when they see you words will not matter. Their energy will say what their lips cannot. Their presence will testify louder than apologies. This is not about explaining. This is about embodying. And you, your soul will know. Before their mouth opens, before they reach for your hand, your spirit will whisper, this is it. Not a repeat, not a test but a fulfillment. Type Amen to get blessing 6363. In their heart there has always been a room only you could fill. They tried to board it shut, tried to replace it, tried to silence its echo. But nothing worked. That room was built by your kindness, your loyalty, your light. And now that room is calling them back with a voice they can no longer resist. Every distraction has faded, every illusion has crumbled. What is left is the truth. You are the sacred anchor they have been searching for. They don't want to borrow your love. They don't want to taste it halfway. They are ready to step fully into it, to stand inside of it with both feet planted. They are ready to be seen again, to be known again, and this time to stay. Type Amen to get blessing 6464. You've been waiting not idly but faithfully. Your patience has been a seed in the soil of destiny. And now that seed is sprouting before your eyes. What once felt like delay will now feel like acceleration. What once felt like silence will now resound with clarity. The love story that heaven writes always comes later than expected, but it also comes stronger than imagined. Yours is no exception. They will return not empty-handed but carrying peace. They will return not as a shadow but as light. They will not ask for your forgiveness with lips, they will show it with life. This is not apology, this is transformation. This is not reunion for comfort, it is restoration for purpose. Type Amen to get blessing 6565. Your soul has always known this moment was written. Every sign, every dream, every whisper was preparing you. And now heaven confirms, this is the appointed time. The story is not ending in heartbreak. The story is not fading into memory. The story is being rewritten brighter, deeper and holier than before. The divine says, your waiting was not wasted. Your tears were not ignored. Your prayers did not vanish into the air. Every cry was heard, every ache was seen. And now the reward comes. Not in fragments but in fullness. Not in shadows but in light. Type Amen to get blessing 6666. They know now you were never punishment, you were prophecy. And prophecy does not fade, it fulfills. They are coming not to rewrite the past, but to birth the future. They are coming to stand with you, beside you, not ahead, not behind. They are ready to face the storm together, to build where everything once fell apart, to love with the strength only heaven can give. And you are ready too. Not because you waited, but because you healed. Not because you clung, but because you surrendered. You did not chase, you trusted. You did not beg, you believed. And now heaven says, step forward. The door is open. The light is shining. Walk into the love that has been written for you since the beginning. Type Amen to get blessing 6767. This is the sacred restoration. This is the moment where broken pieces fuse into something stronger. This is where sorrow bows to joy, where silence surrenders to song, where delay transforms into divine timing. You will not miss it. You will not question it. You will know it in your spirit the moment they arrive. They will not need to prove. They will not need to perform. They will simply be. And that will be enough, because heaven's signature is on this reunion. It cannot be undone, it cannot be faked, it cannot be delayed any longer. The time has come. Type Amen to get blessing 6868. They are walking not toward your door, but toward your light. And soon their light will merge with yours, and the glow will be undeniable. Together you will rise. Together you will heal. Together you will live the love story heaven has written. Because the reunion isn't built on brokenness, it's built on truth. This time their love won't come with conditions. They don't just want to stand near you, they want to protect, to honor, to build. They see your value clearly now, and the divine has ensured they cannot forget it. Type Amen to get blessing 6060. Comment it's time if your spirit already feels their spirit pressing closer to yours. You were always the teacher in their chaos, the healer in their pain, the light when everything turned dark. They didn't run because you were too much, they ran because they felt unworthy. And now they rise, not in pride, but in reverence. They no longer want to be the person who left. They want to be the person who chooses you daily. Their voice may tremble, their hands may shake, but still they will come, because the pull of your name is stronger than their fear. Type Amen to get blessing 6161. They are remembering everything, not just how you made them feel, but how you made them believe again. You awakened hope that no one else could reach. You made them see possibility, and now they want to make it right. They have confessed to mirrors, spoken to the sky, but the final confession is meant for you. They are not expecting perfection, they only pray that you open the door even slightly, so they can show you their change. This time it will not be empty promises, it will be living proof. They once drowned in noise, but now your silence is the loudest sound they know. It hums under their breath, it follows them into every room. They see echoes of you in strangers, in shadows, in every reminder. They now understand you were not just someone they loved. You were their soul's choice before this lifetime. A bond like this cannot be buried, only delayed. Heaven has finally lifted the delay. Type Amen to get blessing 6262. They are coming, you don't need to wonder, you don't need to wait in fear. You were always the one. The signs are everywhere. Your intuition hums with confirmation. This isn't imagination. This is divine reality forming before your eyes. So lift your spirit and raise your light. Receive this return with clarity and calm. You are being aligned with what is finally ready for you. Type Amen to get blessing 6363. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $10. This is your time. This is prophecy unfolding. You don't need to chase, you don't need to beg, you only need to receive. The person you once wept over, will now be the one who protects your heart with sacred hands. You are chosen, remembered, honored. And the divine says, now let it begin. Folded dizzy, you thought it was over. You thought silence meant the door had closed forever. But Archangel Michael confirms, it was never the end. It was preparation. Pressure on their soul has reached its peak, they can no longer escape it. Their only relief is to return with truth in their mouth and healing in their heart. They are not just thinking about it now, they are moving. They are boxing up pride and replacing it with reverence. Type Amen to get blessing 6464. The Divine has placed your energy back into their daily atmosphere. Your presence is now their prayer. Once they asked, will they forgive me? Now they ask, how can I make it right? This is no longer about feeling better, it's about being better. They come not with confusion, but with confession, not excuses, but tears and peace. They will sit before you humbled. You will feel the weight in their chest, see the transformation in their eyes. They do not fear your anger, they fear missing this once in a lifetime alignment. They are ready to honor it. Type Amen to get blessing 6666. Every time they tried to erase you, the universe wrote you back into their days, in songs, in colors, in dreams, in signs. You were everywhere, because you were meant to be. They cannot fake it anymore. Their soul won't let them. They are moved not by guilt, but by realization. You were their mirror, their key, their truth. And now they see themselves through your love, stronger, clearer, softer. Type Amen to get blessing 6767. You helped them find God without even speaking His name, and now God Himself is leading them back to you. This reunion is more than emotional, it is ancestral. Your spirit guides have opened the path, your ancestors have blessed this healing. You may feel heaviness leave your chest soon, that is their soul realigning with yours. You will dream of them again, but this time with peace, because their energy is no longer scattered. It is grounded. They are doing the inner work, the shadow work, the child healing. All of it, so that when they come whole. Not perfect, but fully present. Type Amen to get blessing 6868. Calm your spirit and ready your heart, because deep down you already know this is divine timing. Once they made you feel unseen. Now you are the vision they cannot erase. Once they withheld. Now they are ready to give everything. The shift came when you stopped chasing. The Divine flipped the script and their silence turned to yearning. Their distance became a magnet. Their delay transformed into acceleration. Type Amen to get blessing 6969. You may hear their name whispered soon, you may feel their energy brush against yours before they arrive in the physical, because this reunion is being orchestrated in both the seen and unseen realm. They will come with questions, not for answers, but for understanding. They will come with hands open, not to beg, but to build. The Divine has shown them life without you, and now they will fight for life with you. They are nervous, because it's real this time. Their soul, not their pride, is speaking. They want to call you home again, but only if they can honor it. Type Amen to get blessing 7070. They know now you were never temporary. You were always the reason. They are retracing their steps back to you. They will share what happened in the in-between, who they were, who they lost, and how every sign pointed back to you. You were the turning point. The Divine used absence to sharpen their conscience, and now your presence will soften their edges. Type Amen to get blessing 7171. There will be no rehearsed lines, no performance, only raw truth. When they walk into the room, everything will pause, because divine alignment speaks louder than words. It will not feel awkward. It will feel like silence speaking in the language of the divine. You will feel calm, not because you've forgotten the pain, but because you have outgrown the storm. Their return will not stir confusion, it will bring clarity. Their love will not mirror the past, it will reflect growth. And the divine is making sure that this time nothing and no one interrupts what heaven has prepared. Type Amen to get blessing 7272. They are ready to anchor into you, not as they were, but as who they have become. This is not fantasy, it is fulfillment. This is the answer to prayers you thought were forgotten. This is the alignment of lifetimes. And as Archangel Michael stands as witness, the promise is sealed, what is meant for you cannot be lost. It was always circling back, waiting for the appointed hour. And that hour is now. They are moving closer, even if you can't yet see the final step. Their spirit has been reshaped, their will has been refined, and their path has been corrected by heaven's hands. What once delayed them has been dissolved. What once confused them has been cleared. They are being guided back to you with divine clarity. This time they do not return out of need, but out of alignment. They are no longer lost, no longer wandering in shadows. They come as one who has chosen light, chosen love, chosen you. Type Amen to get blessing 8686. You will notice subtle signs in your days ahead. A familiar song on the radio, a number sequence glowing at the right moment, a sudden memory brushing across your heart. These are not accidents. They are heaven's way of preparing you, of letting your soul know the hour is near. Your waiting has not been in vain, your patience not ignored. You were being prepared as much as they were. And now the preparation is over. It's the unveiling of a promise long hidden in the unseen. They will approach carefully, not to disturb the sanctity of what has been written. They know this connection carries weight, sacredness, and destiny. That is why their steps are deliberate, why their words are slow, and why their presence feels heavier than before. You will sense the shift in the air. Archangel Michael is guarding this moment with power, ensuring nothing false or manipulative comes near. Only truth will stand. Only what is eternal will remain. Type Amen to get blessing 8787. They once thought they could escape what they felt, but every attempt to replace you only deepened the ache. No distraction could erase your imprint. Every path led back to your essence, every lesson led them back to the truth they once denied. And now the truth rises within them like a tide they can no longer hold back. Their love for you has grown stronger in the silence, matured in the distance, purified in the fire. And now it returns not as a whisper, but as a vow. The divine says, this isn't restoration, it's rebirth. You are not being returned to the same cycle. You are being lifted into a higher union, one that cannot be undone by human weakness or fear. What once was fragile is now fortified. What once was broken is now blessed. And you will see this clearly when they stand before you. Their posture will show it. Their words will confirm it. Their actions will sustain it. Type Amen to get blessing 8888. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $10. Glowing Star Celestial Sealing. You are now ready. Glowing Star, heaven has kept a record of your endurance, your tears, your prayers. Not one has gone unnoticed. And now the universe itself bends in your favor. What seemed impossible will unfold as natural. What you thought delayed will appear suddenly. And what you believed forgotten will bloom in fullness. You are stepping into a season where nothing is halfway, nothing is hidden, nothing is withheld. The divine has ordered this time with precision, every detail aligned with destiny. Even the silence you endured was part of the preparation. Even the loneliness was a training ground for your strength. Now those silent years transform into music. Those lonely nights give way to companionship. And those unanswered prayers echo now with a resounding yes. Type Amen to get blessing 8989. When they appear again, it will feel both new and familiar, like seeing a sunrise you've witnessed 1,000 times yet it still takes your breath away. You will recognize their spirit instantly, but the way they carry themselves will tell you they are not the same. Their eyes will no longer look away. Their words will no longer falter. They are ready to remain, ready to honor, ready to walk beside you without hesitation. Archangel Michael says, stand firm in your knowing. Do not let fear rewrite what heaven has already authored. This moment is protected. This love is consecrated. No darkness can divide what God has joined. And as these words resound, you will feel peace in your body, a calm in your soul, a confirmation that silences every doubt. Type Amen to get blessing 9090. The divine whispers, you were never abandoned, only prepared. You were never rejected, only redirected. You were never unloved, only hidden until the right moment. And now the right moment arrives. It arrives like dawn after a long night, like rain after a dry season, like a door opening after years of waiting outside. This moment carries both the weight of destiny and the sweetness of fulfillment. Do not be afraid of what is being handed to you. Do not shrink when love presents itself fully. You have been equipped, matured, strengthened. You can carry this blessing. You can hold this promise. You are ready and so are they. This time it will not fall apart. This time it will not slip away. This time it will remain. Type Amen to get blessing 9191.